Welcome to First Issues. On tonight's segment, our conversation will be around branding and marketing. So think about your favorite brand of trainers and exactly why they're your favorite. Chances are the custodian of that brand had taken time to position themselves in such a way that will entice you to buy in and, of course, ultimately keep you locked in as a customer. This is why effectively branding and marketing are important in business, be this for a product or a service, because they increase the likelihood for customers to favor your product or service and helps with longevity in the market. Unfortunately, it is not every company that will have the resources to carry out suitable branding and marketing exercises for their products and services. It can be quite an expensive undertaking to pursue, especially for SMMEs. Upon this realization, Gaofiwe conceptualized neo-marketing, outsourced marketing professionals passionate about growing African brands and taking them to market. The business is still in its infancy and focuses on brand positioning, public relations and communication, digital marketing, and a few other subsets of marketing. Now, who's the founder, tells First Issues that she started this company to help businesses have a fighting chance at becoming self-sustaining enterprises without the potential heavy marketing costs. No, thank you so much for coming on First Issues and affording us your time. We're here today to talk about the marketing, branding, communications and PR landscape with you from Neo Marketing. First of all, let us understand why you felt the need to establish your company rather than being a part of an already existing firm.
Well, thank you very much for having me. But actually, I was a part of the corporate world. Just before I started Neo Marketing, I was working for a technology company called Inc. And I had 8 countries reporting into me. I was the head of marketing and I had 8 countries reporting into me. And whilst I was still there was a lot of people that would reach out to me who came from my country who would tell me that they need help with marketing and stuff like that. So I thought to myself, why not help my own people, especially when the time came to an end with my previous company because they wanted me to relocate and I couldn't. So I decided, let me just start Neo Marketing and assist the people that normally need my assistance, and I never really have the time. So that was number one. And number two, because I know that a lot of companies that are starting out of Botswana, great innovations, great ideas, but when it comes to go to market, when it comes to just really selling ourselves as a country, we suck. So I thought, you know what, how about I just come in here and those that afford me the opportunity, I assist them to make sure that we go to market successfully and we help them to market themselves and really say the great things that are coming out of Botswana greatly.
You have just said that when it comes to going to market, local companies are still struggling, right? So what would you say are some of those issues that make them struggle, especially on the SME side?
The funny thing, one of the most funny thing about Botswana is that we start companies and for some weird reason we think that marketing is a luxury. We don't see it as a need for you to grow your company exponentially. So you realize that they would have a budget for everything except marketing that product and except teaching people about what the product is and what the solution is, which is a big mistake. In fact, I'm glad you asked about SMEs because those are the people that need marketing the most. If I was helping anybody start a business, I would tell them that the first thing that you actually need to put money aside is go to market. After product, after solution, after you curate whatever it is that you want to sell or you want to solve, you need to then have a proper go-to-market strategy, a marketing strategy in place, at least for the next 5 years or so. And then you know that you've done everything in your power for people to know what you sell or what you offer.
You are contending in a pool that is full of sharks that have been in existence for quite a while and they do exactly what you do. How do you make sure that your clients will trust that you will deliver on what you promise? Because sometimes a client or people or whomever would go for a certain service provider not because they are better, but because they've proven that they have or they can withstand the test of time.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy, but I think one of the things that we do right in neuromarketing is partnerships. Because when you look at ad agencies, I normally say I'm not really an ad agency. If anything, I come in between and facilitate what ad agencies deliver to clients. I can do what ad agencies do, but that's not really my space. My space is coming in just before to come up with a plan that an ad agency that you already have can then execute on. My biggest problem is people winging things and doing things haphazardly. Let's do an advert for this. Let's do an advert. What is that? What are you following? There needs to be a strategy that you can measure. What are you trying to reach? What are you trying to get at? And then eventually when, after running the promotion or the campaign for 3 months, you're able to sit back and say, you know what we set out to do, we achieved.
Potential is quite limitless in a whole lot of spheres and industries and sectors, right? But it is in Botswana in that we have a very small market size. What abilities do you have that you believe can help your clients access and potentially exploit external markets?
That is brilliant, because one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of companies make in Botswana is they literally just look at themselves as serving the Botswana market. But why, when we live in the global village? I mean, you look at trends in marketing right now, a lot of people use digital marketing. Yeah. Anyone, anywhere in the world can see your product if done right. And there's no reason why we need to limit ourselves to Botswana only. There's only 2.5 million of us in Botswana. If you're limiting to yourself, then it means that you'll never really grow exponentially. Yeah. But Africa is a whole village on itself, and the world is waiting for great innovations out there.
You're only 9 months in, right? And the treacherous path that you are on is said to last maybe 3 to 5 years. Where do you see yourself past that? Your short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals for your company, should you make it out, and I hope you do.
In 9 months, I'm really impressed with what neuromarketing is doing. I was not prepared. I thank God for it, actually. I'm grateful to God for it, because we grew so quickly. Got the attention of a lot of companies, not just in Botswana. Outside, we have clients in South Africa, we have clients in Kenya, we have clients in Mozambique. And it excites me, because it shows me that what I truly believe in and my vision for taking my clients out could start with me, which means that I don't necessarily have to service Botswana only. I'm servicing Africa. I'm Pan-African. I'm servicing clients. I'm looking to get into Nigeria one day, but I'm in this for the long run. And I can only hope that Botswana believe in me like other outside companies do, and give me a chance to actually market the brands from home.